Hi, I'm Dimple, your health and spiritual wellness mentor. This message was generated fresh on December 31st, 2025, 1824. There's something you do every single afternoon, probably around 2 or 3 p.m. that's absolutely destroying your blood sugar control. And I guarantee you have no idea you're even doing it. In fact, you probably think this habit is keeping you healthy. That's what makes it so dangerous. Picture this, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. You had a decent breakfast. You ate a reasonable lunch. Your morning blood sugar was actually pretty good for once. You're feeling optimistic. Then something happens. Maybe you get tired. Maybe you get hungry even though you just ate 2 hours ago. Maybe you just feel off. So you do what millions of people do at this exact moment every single day. And within 30 minutes, your blood sugar is on a roller coaster that won't stop until bedtime or longer. Before I tell you what this habit is, let me tell you why it matters so much. Because once you understand the science behind this, you'll never look at your afternoons the same way again. The science set up why afternoons are critical. Here's something most people don't know: your body doesn't process food the same way at 3 p.m. as it does at 9 a.m. Your insulin sensitivity, basically how well your cells respond to insulin, follows a natural rhythm throughout the day. It's highest in the morning, decent around lunchtime, and it starts dropping in the afternoon. This is called your circadian rhythm, and it affects everything from your hormones to your metabolism to how your body handles sugar. So by mid-afternoon, your body is already in a slightly compromised state for managing blood sugar. You're working with less insulin sensitivity than you had this morning. Now, here's where most people unknowingly sabotage themselves. The reveal: the afternoon habit. The habit that's been keeping your sugar unstable? You skip your afternoon snack. Or worse, you wait until you're absolutely starving, and then you grab whatever's convenient. Wait, you're thinking. I thought snacking was bad. I thought I was supposed to eat less, not more. Stay with me. This is where it gets interesting. The trap: why this seems right but goes wrong. Let me guess what happened today. You ate lunch around noon or 1 p.m. Maybe it was a salad, or a sandwich, or some chicken and vegetables. You felt full, so you thought, great, I'll just power through the afternoon. I don't need to eat again until dinner. This seems logical, right? Fewer meals, fewer opportunities for your blood sugar to spike. This is what we've been told. But here's what actually happened inside your body. Around 3 p.m., your blood sugar started dropping. Not dangerously low necessarily, but enough that your body noticed. So it released cortisol and glucagon, stress hormones designed to raise your blood sugar back up. Except these hormones don't just nudge your blood sugar up gently. They're like hitting the gas pedal hard. So now you've got elevated blood sugar, but you haven't eaten anything. Your body did this on its own, trying to protect you from what it perceived as starvation. By 4 p.m., you're tired, foggy, maybe a little irritable. You tell yourself you'll hold out until dinner at 6 or 7. But you can't. By 5 p.m., you're ravenous. Not just hungry, ravenous. So you grab whatever's around. Crackers from the pantry. A handful of chips. Those cookies your coworker brought in. That granola bar you think is healthy. And because you're starving, you don't eat a small, measured portion. You eat quickly, you eat a lot, and you keep eating until the hunger panic subsides. Now check your blood sugar. Go ahead, I'll wait. It's probably 200, 220, maybe higher. And it's going to stay elevated for hours because you overwhelmed your already compromised afternoon insulin sensitivity with a massive dose of rapid carbohydrates while your stress hormones were still firing. This is the afternoon blood sugar disaster. And you created it by trying to be good. The domino effect: why this ruins everything. But it gets worse. That blood sugar spike at 5 p.m.? It doesn't just affect your evening. It affects everything that comes after. Your dinner blood sugar will be higher because you're starting from an elevated baseline. Your bedtime blood sugar will be high. Your fasting blood sugar tomorrow morning will be high because your liver spent all night trying to process the aftermath. And here's the cruel irony, because your fasting number is high tomorrow, you'll eat less at breakfast, trying to correct it. Which means by tomorrow afternoon, you'll be even hungrier, even more depleted, and the cycle repeats. This is how one afternoon habit creates a week of unstable blood sugar. A month. A year. Underscore 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 un. The psychology, why we keep doing it. So why do we keep falling into this trap? Because somewhere along the way, we got the message that eating less is always better. That snacking is weakness. That if we're truly disciplined, we can just willpower our way through hunger. We treat our bodies like they're machines that should run on willpower alone. But your body isn't a machine. It's a complex biological system with built-in survival mechanisms that don't care about your diet plans. When you ignore hunger for too long, your body doesn't think, "Oh, they're being disciplined." It thinks, "We're in danger. We need to survive." Release the emergency glucose and prepare to binge on anything we can find. You're not failing at discipline. You're succeeding at being human. Your body is doing exactly what it evolved to do. The problem is you're fighting biology with willpower, and biology always wins. The solution: the strategic afternoon snack. So here's what you do instead. Around 3 p.m. or roughly 3 to 4 hours after lunch, before you get hungry, you eat a small, strategic snack. Not a big meal. Not a carb bomb. A strategic snack. Here's what that looks like. Option 1, a small handful of nuts, 10 to 12 almonds, with a piece of string cheese. Option 2, half an apple with a tablespoon of peanut butter. Option 3, some vegetables with hummus. Option 4, a hard-boiled egg with some cherry tomatoes. Option 5, a few crackers, yes, really, with some turkey and avocado. Notice the pattern? Protein, fat, and fiber. Maybe a small amount of carbs, but never carbs alone. This snack does 3 critical things. First, it keeps your blood sugar stable, so your body doesn't panic and release stress hormones. Second, it preserves your insulin sensitivity for dinner, so you can actually process that meal properly. Third, it prevents the ravenous hunger that leads to poor decisions and binge eating. The counterintuitive truth. Here's the part that blows everyone's mind. When you eat this small afternoon snack, you often end up with lower blood sugar numbers overall than when you skip it. Yes, the snack itself might raise your blood sugar a little, maybe 20 or 30 points. But it prevents the 80-point spike from stress hormones and the 120-point spike from panic eating. You eat more frequently, but your blood sugar is more stable. You consume more calories during the day, but you consume fewer calories overall because you're not binge eating at 5 p.m. This is the counterintuitive truth about blood sugar management. Sometimes eating more often actually creates better control. The practical implementation. Starting today, set an alarm on your phone for 3 p.m. Not 3:30 when you're already hungry. Not 4 p.m. when you're already making bad decisions. 3 p.m. When that alarm goes off, eat your strategic snack whether you feel hungry or not. This is preventive medicine, not reactive treatment. Do this for 1 week, just 7 days, and track your evening blood sugar readings. Compare them to your numbers from before. I'm willing to bet you'll see improvement. Maybe dramatic improvement. Conclusion: the bigger picture. Look, managing blood sugar isn't about perfection. It's not about never eating. It's not about white-knuckling your way through hunger because you think that's what discipline looks like. It's about working with your body instead of against it. It's about understanding that your body has rhythms and needs, and if you ignore those needs, it will find a way to get your attention. That afternoon habit, skipping the snack, waiting too long, then panic eating it, kept your sugar unstable because it was fighting your biology every single day. But now you know better. And when you know better, you can do better. So here's my challenge: try the 3 p.m. strategic snack for 1 week. Just 1 week. See what happens to your numbers. Then come back and tell me your results. Drop a comment with your before and after blood sugar readings. I want to hear how this works for you. And if you found this helpful, share it with someone who's struggling with afternoon blood sugar crashes. This one simple shift could change everything for them. Remember, your body isn't the enemy. Hunger isn't weakness. Work with your biology, not against it. Like, share, and subscribe for daily updates. I create helpful wellness videos every day for you. Thanks for connecting. Stay healthy, stay happy.